Hello, and welcome to this piano lesson. Today, we're diving into the heart of beautiful music, chord progression. This fundamental concept is a piece of the musical puzzle that, once mastered, can unlock a new level of creativity and expression in your playing. It's the secret sauce that adds flavor to your compositions, the roadmap that guides your melodies. By the end of this lesson, you will have a better understanding of chord progression and how to apply it in your music. Chord progression, in its simplest form, is a series of chords played in a sequence. It's like the rhythmic heartbeat of a song, providing a base over which melodies dance and lyrics tell their stories. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a chord? A chord is a set of notes, usually 3 or more, played simultaneously. The most common type of chord is the triad, which consists of 3 notes: the root, the third, and the fifth. The root is the note that the chord is named after. The third and the fifth are notes that create harmony when played together with the root. Now let's delve a little deeper into chord progressions. A progression is a sequence of chords that follows a particular pattern. There are many types of chord progressions, but today we'll be focusing on 2 of the most common ones, the I4V progression and the IIVI progression. The I4V progression is often used in blues and rock music. In this progression, the I, voy, and V represent the first, fourth, and fifth chords of a key. For example, in the key of C, the I4V progression would be C, F, and G. On the other hand, the IVI progression is a staple in jazz music. In the key of C, this would be D minor, G, and C. These progressions are not just random sequences of chords. They have a purpose. They generate tension and release, which is the essence of music. The tension is built up in the 2 and IV chords, and the release comes with the I and V chords. This ebb and flow of tension and release is what drives a piece of music forward and keeps the listener engaged. So, chord progression forms the harmonic backbone of a piece of music, and different progressions create different musical moods. Understanding chord progression is like having a map to navigate the vast ocean of music composition. It's a tool that can help you create beautiful melodies and captivating harmonies. See you in the next lesson! Now that we've covered the basics, it's time to dive into a step-by-step guide on how to play chord progressions. First off, let's talk about a common and simple chord progression, the 1-4-5 or I4V progression. This progression forms the backbone of many a song in Western music, from blues to pop. It's a wonderful starting point for budding musicians and a powerful tool for seasoned ones. Step 1 is identifying the chords in your chosen key. For example, in the key of C, the I4V progression would be the C major, F major, and G major chords. It's like a musical roadmap, guiding you through the landscape of the song. Next is the transition. Moving smoothly from one chord to another is key to maintaining the flow of the song. Start by practicing these transitions slowly. With time and practice, the movement will become second nature. Remember, the goal is fluidity. Now let's put this progression into context. Imagine a song as a journey. The I4V progression is one of the most traveled roads. It can be the quiet countryside lane of a soft ballad or the bustling highway of a rock anthem. It's all about how you drive it. When playing this progression, think about the mood of the song. Is it happy, sad, or something in between? This will affect how you play each chord. A happy song might have you playing the chords brightly and energetically, while a sad one might call for a more subdued approach. And don't forget, music is an art of expression. Experiment with different rhythms, tempos, and dynamics. Play around with it. Make it your own. Finally, practice, practice, and practice some more. The more you play a progression, the more comfortable you'll become with it. And the more comfortable you are, the more you can start to add your own personal touch. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to playing a simple chord progression. See you in the next lesson! It's time to wrap up our lesson on chord progression. We've delved into the heart of music, exploring the definition of chord progression, dissecting the components of a chord, and even stepping through common progressions. We also had a hands-on experience playing a simple progression. Remember, practice is key in mastering this art. Use what you've learned to enrich your music. Thank you for joining this piano lesson. Practice what you've learned and see how chord progression can enrich your music. See you in the next lesson.